At dawn, when the first light gently spills over jagged mountain peaks and mist drifts silently through ancient valleys, America's national parks, America's national parks, begin another timeless day. These lands are more than scenic destinations. They are living stories, written by glaciers, rivers, forests, and wildlife over millions of years. From roaring geysers to endless deserts, from towering cliffs to silent forests, America's national parks preserve the very soul of the land. Pause 3 session full FNI Gedwa move alums or proud Gillard. The story of America's national parks begins not with tourists, not with cameras, but with untouched wilderness. Long before roads were carved, before signs were posted, these landscapes belonged to nature alone. Indigenous tribes lived here for thousands of years, moving with the seasons, respecting rivers, mountains, and animals as sacred relatives. Their footprints may have faded, but their connection remains, woven deeply into the spirit of these lands. One of the most iconic chapters unfolds in Yellowstone National Park, the world's first national park. Beneath colorful hot springs, boiling mud pots, and steaming geysers, lies a restless earth. Old Faithful erupts again and again, reminding us that the ground beneath our feet is alive. Bison roam the plains, wolves return to the forests, restoring balance to an ecosystem once broken by absence. Yellowstone is not just preserved, it is breathing. Far to the south, the land opens into silence at the Grand Canyon. Carved by the Colorado River over millions of years, this immense chasm reveals Earth's deep memory. Layer upon layer of red rock stands like pages in a book older than humanity itself. As the sun sets, burying human older than humanity itself, shadows stretch, colors ignite, and time seems to stand still. In the east, the Great Smoky Mountains tell a softer story. Fog drifts gently through ancient Appalachian hills, some of the oldest mountains on Earth. Thousands of plant species, hidden waterfalls, and winding trails fill these forests with life. Here, nature does not shout, it whispers, inviting reflection and peace. Travel west, and granite giants rise in Yosemite National Park, cliffs sculpted by glaciers, waterfalls roaring in spring, and valleys carved by ice. Giant sequoias stand silently, some over 3,000 years old. They have witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. To touch their bark is to touch living history. Further south, the desert tells another story. In Joshua Tree National Park, twisted trees reach skyward, days burn hot, nights turn cold, downward creature ration full park, and silence dominates the land. Yet life survives here, fragile, resilient, perfectly adapted. The desert teaches patience, strength, and respect. But these parks face growing threats: climate change, wildfires, pollution, and overcrowding. Glaciers melt, coral reefs fade, wildlife corridors shrink. Nature sends warnings, quiet at first, but impossible to ignore. Yet hope lives here. Rangers, scientists, and conservationists work tirelessly to protect these lands. Each park is a promise, where tuet session noring, where to protect these lands, that future generations will see star-filled skies, hear wolves howl, and walk trails where nature still leads the way. For visitors, national parks offer more than views. They offer perspective, humility, connection. We are not separate from nature, we are part of it. As night falls, stars fill untouched skies. The land rests, waiting patiently for another dawn. America's national parks are not just places on a map, they are stories written in stone, water, and wind, and reminders of what the world still can be if we choose to protect it.